Good morning, afternoon, and evening from wherever you are watching from. Welcome to Belinda's Country Living. Today I will be making pan-fried pork steak. Nothing fancy, just a basic recipe. Pork steak, you need salt and pepper, maybe a little garlic salt for flavoring, and flour. So, very simple, yet so delicious. So I'm going to bend you down and show you how I make my pork steak. I'll also will be making pan gravy. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that gravy and I'm just going to smother it over top of regular white bread. So let's get started. Hope y'all can see everything. You want to have your skillet real hot. Now what I use is, I use bacon grease. I always save my bacon grease in a canning jar, mason jar, and I put it in the refrigerator. Go ahead and just slap that in your skillet. Now I have, I think, 6 pork steaks. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to raise you up here. I'm going to pepper each side. My hands are clean, so please don't be writing in your comments that I'm going to spread germs, because my hands are clean. Let's put some salt, pepper. I got my flour here in a large glass bowl. The trick to tenderizing these steaks, these pork steaks. Now I like the bone in. I don't know, that bone just gives it extra flavor. Now you could also put the salt, pepper, the onion, garlic. Mix it in with your flour. I don't marinate my meat. I don't see a point in it. So, make sure your skillet, my Poro skillet here, is seen its days. So now all you want to do is just put your steaks, your pork steaks, in the flour. Coat them really well. Just like that. These are some big pork steaks. Nothing like pork chops, pork steaks. Hope y'all are having a wonderful day today. Just move them around in the skillet. Actually, I only had 5. Oh, yeah. Shake off the excess flour. I'm going to wash my hands. I'm going to go ahead and put this last one in the flour. Okay. So that goes there. Always keep your hands and your always like to clean as I go. Okay, so we're going to let that cook. Now you don't want to turn your fire up too high or they'll get done on one side a lot quicker and they may even burn. So just keep your eye on it, and when they're ready to flip, you'll know when they get good and brown. So I will bring you back soon as these get done. These are coming along just great. And I wanted to show you, you'll get a lot of this little meat bits that's coming off into the pan. Don't you take that out of there. This is going to be your drippings for your gravy. Give it real good flavor. Now they're not ready to turn yet, and this has been right around 10 minutes, and they're not ready to flip. I'm going to show you here. They're just not crispy enough. See what I'm saying? They're not brown enough for me, so we're going to continue letting them cook. Okay, I think these are ready to flip. They're, now I've got my heat on medium. Now you don't want to cook these too fast. Like I said, they'll get done too quick on the one side. So look at this. Flip this over. You'll see the blood come through the chops on top. So, time to flip. Oh my goodness. Smells wonderful, people. We'll get these 3 done. And, I'll make my gravy, and I'm going to save this other piece. I'm going to wrap it up, and I'll cook that later on. So you all won't have to, I don't have a skillet big enough to cook all 4 of them at the same time. So, and you just have to watch your bacon grease. If it starts soaking up, then you might want to add a little bit more of your bacon grease or vegetable oil or oil that you use. And you know you can do whatever you want with these pork chops. You could have put fresh onions in it. Just make it your own. But my grandkids don't really care for the cooked onions, so I don't fry my chops with onions. Okay, the chops are done. As you can see, I got my air fryer is beeping. Bear with me a second. What I decided to do with that other chop that I had, I decided to do that one in the air fryer just to see how that would come out. So anyway, these chops are done. Look how nice that is. So let's take these up. Oh yeah, look at that. Now these took roughly around 20 minutes, all in all. See there? These had a little fat on them, and I do like the fat. Gives it good flavor. Now you just want to scrape the bits off of the bottom here. I'm going to add maybe another teaspoon of bacon fat. Oh, look at that. That bacon, the bits that's left in the skillet. It's gonna be good. Now, I'm gonna add my flour that's left over what I dipped my pork chops in. Now, whatever you do, please don't put this back in your flour container or jar or whatever it is you use to store your flour in, because this has got pork from the pork steak, and you don't want to mix that in. So I'm going to use probably 2 heaping tablespoons of flour. We're making our gravy now. And I want to turn this up. You want to keep stirring this flour until it's mixed in real well. Got to make sure that flour is cooked. If it's not cooked, then your gravy will have a bland or a raw taste. Now, depending, if you want brown gravy, then you want your flour to really get dark. Now, I've got a glass of milk. I've got it setting out to room temperature. Now, that's not going to be enough, but I'm going to add water to that. So keep stirring that around, maybe 3 minutes. Remember, your heat is up high. Don't walk away from this. Back you up a bit. I'm curious how that pork chop's going to turn out in the air fryer. My air fryer chart says 12 minutes. I don't know. Okay, so that is ready to add. Here we go. Add a little bit at a time, and this will thicken up fairly quick. Got to keep stirring so it doesn't get lumpy on you. I'm going to go ahead and get some water. And you know, if you don't have milk, you can make water gravy. Water gravy is really good. My mother, she made water gravy all the time. I kid you not. It's just grease, bacon fat, whatever she was frying. And she didn't have milk to spare. Okay, you can see this is really thickening. So I'm going to add just a little bit of water. Yeah, they didn't have a lot of milk. There was 9 of us kids. She made a lot of water gravy. And it is very delicious. She made water gravy, red-eye gravy. Y'all leave me in your comments. What do you think water gravy? Red-eye gravy. Have you ever had red-eye gravy? If you have, let me know how it's made. You could see it's thickening up. Keep a stirring that. I gotta check my air fryer. That pork chop that I'm doing in the Ramjoy air fryer said 12 minutes. And it's been 12 minutes and that pork chop is not done. So look at that, people. Oh my goodness. Looking good. I'm gonna put some pepper. At this point, I'm going to taste my gravy. Oh, wow. Because it may need some salt. Oh, my goodness. Yes, it does need some salt and some pepper. I always use my little spatula here. Just a handy little thing. This belonged to my mother. Now I'm going to add just a little bit more water. And you know, if you don't have a lot of milk, but you have canned milk, carnation milk or meal nut, that makes very good gravy. Now I'm going to turn this down. This gravy is done. Look at that. It is done, y'all. Look at this. It's ready to be put on some bread. And you can save the leftover gravy. Put it in the refrigerator, and the next morning, fix you some toast and put this gravy on toast, and you've got breakfast. Fry you a couple eggs. Okay, so we're going to turn that off. And we are going to get us a chop. Oh my goodness, people. Look at that. So, this is about pork chops. You seen the gravy. So, spin you down here. I want to show you this pork chop. Over here. Wish my setup was a little bit better, but it is what it is. This is how we cook. So let's cut into this. If I had the proper knife. yeah. See how tender that is. But I'm on camera. I usually would just pick this up and just bite into it and eat it like that. It's how we do it in the world. It's how we do it here in the real world. We just pick up the pork chop and eat it. It's very tender. Oh my word. I wish y'all could have a piece of this. I'm gonna have another bite. This one's for you. Oh yeah. Now, I'm going to show you what I do with this gravy. I just take a slice of bread, tear it in half. I just should have done a live on this one. And you just put your gravy over the bread. Just like that. See? Hey. Doesn't get any better than that. I don't have a camera person, so I have to do everything the hard way. So that's how I do it here in my kitchen. That gravy is so good. Like I said, this is how the real world is. Now I'm going to show you what this pork chop looks like coming out of the air fryer. And then you be the judge of that. I'm going to move you over here and you be the judge of what you think. I know you won't be able to taste it, but we're going to check this again. Okay. Always be sure when you're using an air fryer and you bring that basket out, I'll show you here. You bring that basket out, you make sure you got it on a towel because the bottom of this gets hot. Now, let me show you what this looks like. That really looks very good. But we're going to try it. I'm going to see how tender it is. I'm going to put it on my cutting board. So that was a total of 18 minutes in the air fryer. And that was coated with the flour and mind you, this would be good if you don't want any gravy. But if you want gravy, like if you're making mashed potatoes or whatever, you're going to have to pan fry this, because this does not produce any grease at all. Very, very little grease in the bottom of that air fryer. So let's just check this out. So there you have it. It is done. It took 19 minutes. It looks very good, very pretty. Look at that. I'm happy with that. Well, let's do a taste test. It's tender, it's not tough. Of course, this video isn't about air frying, but so I will have to do one for the air fry. Look at that. So yeah. Smells good and hot. Well, I have to say that is very tender. And yes, I do like that. Wow. But I'm a gravy person, so I would definitely have to pan fry that in order to get the gravy. So, but if you're not going to do gravy, go ahead and start your vegetables or whatever you're going to have with your pork chop or pork steak. Kind of time it to where it all get done at the same time. It's very good. I like that. I will have to do a video on that. So we all learn something new every day, because I am new to air frying, so very, very happy with that. So, very good. I hope you all are having a wonderful, blessed Sunday. The sun is really shining. Still a little cold out. And I'm going to go out and start a fire in the fire pit and try to do some things outdoors if I don't get too cold. I want to thank each and every one of my subscribers. And if you're new to my channel, I want to welcome you. And please, if you find this video something you were interested in, please, please give me that thumbs up, subscribe, and share my videos. And remember, as always, God loves you, and be kind in your word, because you know what goes around will come around. Until the next time, you all have a wonderful and blessed day.